Wix Website Tutorial 2023, How to Create a Website on Wix. In this video, I'm going to be covering everything you need to know to create a professional looking website using Wix. Wix is an amazing option that offers a lot of flexibility and customization options. So let's just get started. To get yourself started, basically, first of all, what you're going to do is make sure to click on the link, the first link in the description below. It's going to be right there. It's going to be right at the top. So you can click it to get started, or you can just come to your URL and write websiteworldmedia.com/Wix. You're just going to write that. And once you do that, as you can see, you're going to be redirected to Wix. And here we're just going to start off. You're going to put in your email address, and you're going to start off from there. You're going to come here on the top right where it says get started. So we're going to click on get started. Okay. Now, once you click on get started, they're going to basically load you up to this page where it says welcome to Wix, log in or sign up. Now here you can, do this stuff like continue with Google, continue with Facebook, or your email. So obviously we're going to continue with an email. Now I'm going to be using a temp mail for myself right now to sign myself up and everything. But if you're doing this for the long run, please do make sure to use a proper email for yourself. So once you obviously go ahead with your temp mail, what you're going to do is you're going to confirm your mail. So to confirm your mail, you're going to add in all the details. So I'm just going to add it in real quick. And once you have added all that, what we're going to do is we're going to add ourselves a good and strong password. And once we are done with our password, we're going to click on sign up. Now, once you click on sign up, what's going to happen is it's going to basically load you up over here where it says, let's set you up with the right tools. First, who are you creating a website for? So it could be for yourself, could be for your business or a friend, for a client, or as a freelancer or agency. So I'm going to go with myself for now, but this option can be chosen if you're obviously a freelancer and someone's asked you to make a website for them, you can choose this. But we're going to go with for myself. So once you go with for myself here, it says, what kind of website are you creating? Now, before obviously writing this, you're going to have to make up a mind, make yourself a blueprint on what type of website you actually want to create. Because if you obviously go ahead into these steps without knowing what type of, how you'll go forward, then you won't properly know. So let's go ahead and make a website for our business. Okay. I'm just going to write business, and now I'm going to click on next. Okay. Now, once you click on next, what it's going to do is it's going to ask you the name of your business. I'm just going to name it something random, doesn't matter. Now I'm going to click on next. Don't worry, you can change this later. Okay. What are your goals for this website? Now, you can offer your services, you can sell products, but obviously these would come in the e-commerce. So selling products would obviously be an e-commerce store, so we're not going to do that. You can obviously offer services. You can promote your business. That's what we're going to do. You can collect leads. You can display your creative work. You can promote yourself, share knowledge, build a community, and everything else. So I'm going to choose these four right now and click on next. And once you click on next here, it says, what do you want to add to your website? So basically these are all you could say tools that you could add to your website. So there's a chat bot where you can chat with site visitors from desktop or mobile. Then obviously you have the online store widget where you can sell products, but we don't need that. You have the bookings where you can set schedules and everything. Turn on forms because this basically gets info and subscribers and payments with forms and stuff like that. Then you have events, blogs, and the other whatnots. Don't worry, if you forget to choose any one of these over here, don't worry, you can just choose them again later in the website builder, and I'm going to be telling you how. So just keep on watching. Now from here on out, you're going to click on next. Okay. And once you click on next, you're going to come here. So you ready for your next step? Continue setting up your business in your dashboard. So now what we're going to do is we're going to click on go to dashboard like this. Okay. And once you click on go to dashboard, it's going to bring you here. So it says preparing your dashboard. Now, once your dashboard is prepared, what you're going to do is obviously you're going to set everything up for yourself. So first of all, it says update your site type. Obviously we've done that. Now it says connect a custom domain. Now you can either connect a domain for yourself, or you can take the Wix's, free domain. Now that we've signed up for the Wix account, let's choose a template that fits our needs. Now to choose a template, obviously we're going to have to go to design site. So I'm going to be going into that in a second. Before that, let me also like navigate the Wix interface. I'll walk you through the different features available in Wix, like the design tools, layout, options, and the dashboard. Like we're going to be going through all of that. So yeah, just keep on listening. So now if we are to start with, all the tools and everything. So first of all, let's go ahead and discuss the dashboard, the main interface basically. So in the interface, the main dashboard that you're going to land on, you're going to see quite a few things. Like first of all, here is the setting up your business tab. Basically, it gives you all the steps to set up everything regarding your business, your website, and everything. So first it says, let's set up your business. Then it says, connect a custom domain. Enter the web address you want for your site. It can be a domain you want to buy or one you already own. So you can either choose a totally free one that Wix provides you. It's not the most appealing, but come on, that's what you're going to get for free, and you're getting a domain totally for free. So I think it's pretty good stuff. Then you have to design your website, and obviously we're going to get into that in a second. Here it says get found on Google. This is obviously the marketing and SEO optimization, so we're going to be getting into that later in the video as well. Now over here, you can click on these three dots to basically add collaborators to your projects, and you can also create a new site over here. Obviously choosing this button will design your current website. This is your inbox where you're going to get all the mails and different messages regarding, your website. These are your notifications where you're going to get notified according or regarding your website. Here are the new releases that come with, the Wix releases and stuff like that. Then up here, you can basically search for different tools, apps, and more help sections basically. So yeah, that's also a good feature to have and to know, because let's say you want to integrate some specific app with your Wix, this is the place you're going to do it. So once obviously discussed about all that, here you're going to see the dashboard bit where you're going to see all the sites you have. So currently I only have one site, but you can also create multiple sites and switch between them like tabs over here. And here's the Explore tab, where you obviously have your app market. So let's go ahead and discuss that. So the app market that you have is obviously, as it says, it's a market with apps that you can integrate with your Wix. So here it is. Choose professional solutions to power your Wix website. Social media icons, add a social media links bar, and like you can add this stuff. You have your contact forms, map and store locator. You have site searches. And you have tons and tons of things like Spocket drop shipping. You have Easy Ship, which is a global shipping and fulfillment software. You have Wix stores, Wix bookings. Like you have tons and tons of things that you can integrate your app with. And there's like all types of different apps to integrate with your basic online store. It could be an online store, or it could be, your basic website. Just, integrate away. Then you have in the Explorer updates and releases, which basically shows you all the recent and latest updates that come in the backend of Wix and all the releases that, go behind the scenes. Then you have inspiring websites, websites that can inspire you, which were obviously created using Wix. So now what you're going to do is obviously we're going to go back to our dashboard. And like you can see inspiring websites to get fun with the design and how the design actually works. And then if you go back and explore again, you can see you can also take different courses and lessons using Wix, which is also a great way to, learn how the whole Wix, system works. A great way to mess around with things. Then you have the help section, where you can take help from people, and then you have the hire a professional section. Now a hire a professional is basically, it redirects you to some freelancing website where they have tons and tons of professionals who are offering their services, and you can just opt for their service and ask them to create you a great professional looking website. So yeah, that's also a great thing to have in your arsenal. Now furthermore, what you can do is you can also come down here. Now, obviously, this is your home dashboard. This is your activity section where you can see all the activities, the recent activities that have been going on with your, page. You can see your analytics, your email campaigns, your invoices, and all that stuff. So basically, all the different, you could say, all the analytical stats of your website. Then obviously you have the site and app section, okay? Now in the site and app section, you see all the different apps you have on your site, the plans you have on your site, and you get all these apps like SEO tools, release manager, accessibility wizard, and all stuff like that. Then obviously you have your subscriptions. Now in the subscriptions tab, you can basically save subscriptions from cancellation by setting a grace period. Reduce cancellations by allowing your customers a certain number of days to resubmit their failed payments. Learn more about grace periods and much more. Then obviously, if you are to come here into your contacts, in your contact section, you can basically see all the different contact management steps. Basically, you can view, filter, and manage all of your site's customers and leads, manage all your contacts in one place, create new contacts manually, or import multiple at a time via Gmail or a CSV file. Watch this demo video. Like, you can go ahead and watch that to see how you can import or create contact. Now, either you can import them using a CSV or Gmail file. A CSV is an Excel file, by the way, or you can just create new contacts by yourself. Write them by yourself if you want to. Then you have different segments that you can mess around with, okay? In your segments, you can organize your contacts into groups so you can target the right audience. Create specific audiences with segments. Use filters to create groups of contacts that are automatically updated. Send personalized email campaigns tailored for each segment. Then you have site members, obviously. In the site members section, you can see members who are people who signed up to your site. View and manage your site members here. And obviously you have all the other things, like in the site members you have pending, reported, blocked, and all the stuff like that. Then you have your workflows. Okay, now in the workflows you can manage any work process from start to finish. Track leads, contacts, and orders on a simple board. Manage and simplify your workflow. Visually track your leads, contacts, and orders. Start out with a template or build a flow from scratch. Customize workflows to suit your needs. Automate your workflows with automations. A great way to, just have quicker work. Then you have your tasks and reminders. This is basically just to easily manage your tasks for your site and get more work done. Then comes the whole communication bit, the communication center basically. And in the communication center, you can be up to date with all your inbox. You can do messaging with maybe your clients or some people, your work buddies, people you work with, and much more. Then you have the chat section. In the chat section, you can obviously chat around with different people if you want to. You have forms and submissions where you can create different forms, or if you have forms created, if like someone opts to your form and contacts you or writes something on your form, it's going to be shown over here, and you can easily reply to them if you want to. Pretty basic stuff. Then obviously you have your automations. Automations, as we all know, is one of the most used feature in most of these website builders where you can work smarter. So save time with automated emails, tasks, and more. Get paid faster by sending reminders and coupons. Engage contacts and leads with emails and notifications. Integrate with third-party apps. No code needed at all. Then obviously you have your marketing and SEO, which is your search engine optimization. So marketing home, you can use these tools to drive traffic to your site and reach a wider audience. It's totally suggested for you, like with all the get found on Google tools, like boost your site's SEO with SEO Wiz, follow your step-by-step plan, and you can also create an email campaign, send updates, offers, or newsletters, and keep in touch. Then you can also grow your mailing list. You can collect site visitors info and easily reach out by adding a subscriber form to your site. You can also connect Facebook and Instagram to your inbox. Reply to customers' messages on Facebook and Instagram directly from your Wix inbox. You can also auto-reply to visitors who submit a form. Send a personalized email every time a form is submitted. You can also publish to Instagram and Facebook if you want to. Reach your audience right away with the new direct sharing to Instagram. Then obviously you can advertise on your Facebook if you want to, where you can easily promote your products on Facebook and Instagram. You can also integrate third-party marketing tools, add tools like Google Analytics to better understand how people interact with your website. You can hire a marketing pro, as I told you. Just hire a professional using Wix or something like that. Get help and support from a partner in creating professional ad campaigns. Then obviously you can add a blog to boost your traffic and sales. In general, businesses that blog have 77% more leads than those that don't. Then Obviously, you can design your own logo, get a professional logo, and build your board. You can also track your recent campaigns if you want to, like your email marketing, easily create and send professional emails that keep interacting with your brand. You can also check out on how you're doing on Google, your site on Google search. You can get all this stuff, your Google business profile and all stuff like that. Create and schedule marketing activities, your marketing planner. You have, all these things planned in your marketing calendar, which is also a great thing because like you barely lose track of time. So this is also a great tool to have in your arsenal. You can set up automated emails by creating email templates and much more. And obviously there's like tons of other things like SEO, email marketing, but we're going to get into that later on in the video. Now, finally, I'm going to go to the settings and, discuss all the different settings that, your Wix site brings you. So first of all, there's your business info. Now, in the business info, basically, you can first of all set your business name and everything. As I told you before in the video, you can change your business name. So this is how you're going to change it. Just come to your website and come to your settings, go to business info and change the name. Then obviously you can also like change the category for your business if you have any. Then you have the logo where you can add different logos, different descriptions and everything. Then you have your locations. So in your locations, you can add different addresses, different location names. Your contact info, add a different set email, different phone number, and fax number. Now, obviously, to discuss more, we're going to go back into the settings. You also have language and region where you can set a language and region for your website. So you can choose a certain language, you can choose a certain regional format, different currency, different time zones, and yeah, so you get the point. Then you have your invoices and quotes, okay? Now in the invoices and quotes section, basically you can manage your preferences, emails, automations, and more. Because here you have your general invoices and all the general settings with that, work around, revolve around your website and your page. So changes made under general apply to both price quotes and invoices. So the general details, you have obviously your company ID that you can put in. Now the company ID, this is the ID number issued to your business by your local authorities. To add more company identifiers to invoices, go to the invoices tab. Then you can also change your currency and net default payment terms. You can also add new taxes, like create a list of taxes that you can apply to any invoice or quote from the line item. You don't have any taxes yet, start by adding a new tax. Then obviously you have invoices. And you can create custom invoices if you want to, by the way. Like just create a template, write the different subjects and messages you want to, and then just create an invoice. Then you have your price quotes where you can customize your price quotes and see how they're sent to your customers basically. With the business details, your business info will appear on the top of every price quote. You can view and edit your business details in your site settings. You also have different price code numberings, like the next quote will be numbered like, let's say hashtag 00000001 and much more. And then obviously you have your automations, okay? Now in the automations, basically automations let you send emails, messages, and more, even when you're away. Manage them here or go to automations. Recommended for invoices and price quotes. Explore recommended automations or create your own by sending reminders a week before quote expires, remind customers a week before invoice is due, send reminders a day before quote expires, and much more. So these are all the different quote automations that you can get for your page. Now again, if you were to discuss more settings, you have the accepting payments thing. Now obviously this is for e-commerce stores and only do this if you have an e-commerce store. So for that, you're going to basically set up manual payments for yourself. So you can either accept cash or any other custom form of payment like bank transfer, credit or debit card or something like that. Or you can even get a hard check if you want to. Totally depends on whatever you want. Wix is going to do it for you. Then comes the plan. This is also a main crux of the video because you can't really make a website for yourself if you don't have an upgraded plan. So upgrade your site with a premium plan. Wix gives you everything you need for a stunning website. Upgrade your site to premium and get even more. You can also remove Wix ads. Enjoy a website that's completely your own brand by removing Wix ads. You can connect a custom domain for yourself. Get your business found with a custom domain. You can also accept online payments. Let your customers and clients pay you online at checkout. Then again, if we were to go back into our settings page, You have different domains. Now you can customly connect a domain if you want to from here as well. Connect, manage, and edit your website's address. You can also set different roles and permissions with your website. So invite people to work on the site and set their permissions. You also have site member settings where you can manage site members, sign up and login security, profile privacy, and permissions. And then you obviously have all the communication setting. So inbox settings where you can customize your outbound emails, chat, and inbox integrations. You have the notifications you get where you can choose which notifications you get from Wix, and then notifications you send where you can manage the notifications and reminders you send out. And then obviously, finally, in your dashboard, you have the app market where we just visited and where you can like add apps and integrate yourself with apps as easily as you want to. So yeah, that's basically all there is to it when it comes to the main dashboard interface. Now, let's get into the main stuff. Let's get into designing our website. So for that, we're obviously going to click on design site and it's going to bring us here. So how would you like to design your website? You're given two options, okay? Now, either you can customize a design template or you can let Wix create a site for you. Now, the first option on the left-hand side, this is a AI website builder basically that Wix gives you, and the AI asks you a few prompts and a few questions, and according to your answers, it's basically going to create one of the most best sites you have ever seen, and like it's going to look exactly the way you want it to. And yeah, that's the cool part about it. The AI works amazingly and you're going to love it. You're going to love what it does for you, love what it makes for you. So yeah, please do make sure to try it. But right now what I'm going to do is I'm going to customize a design template for myself. So I'm going to go and click on pick a template. Now obviously make sure the template you choose is according to what you want. Like according to what your website is going to be. Now obviously my website is for, business. It's to, you could say, endorse or market my business. So let's say my business is something with the future of digital marketing. It's something like that. So I'm gonna go and view. First of all, do make sure like before getting into editing a template, make sure to go and view it to see if like it's actually what you want. If like it's not to your liking, then you can not go with it. So I like the animations. I like the whole layout. And if I like all of it, I'm going to go and click on edit the site. Now what that's going to do is it's going to take me into Wix's amazing drag and drop builder editor. And yeah, once I head into that, let me start discussing all the main details that come with the main website editor. So there comes a lot when you're into the website editor. Like you have all the different design tools, you have layout options, you have navigations and stuff like that. So we're going to be discussing that as well, and it's going to be pretty easy, pretty basic stuff. So now that you're here, as you can see, it already starts adding stuff to your website that you told it to add before, because that's why it asks the questions from you, because accordingly it adds stuff to your website. So now that you're here, what we're going to do is obviously we're going to discuss all the things that go on around in this page. So firstly, what is, this top section over here? So first of all, you have the site tab, and in the site tab, you basically get a preview of your site, you could say, and you can save your work for your site. That's also a great option in this, website builder or editor. You can save all your progress, but do remember that you have to save it yourself. If you don't save it yourself, there is no autosave function in this. And if for some reason your laptop crashes down or the website goes off or something like that, or your internet gets messed up or anything, if you haven't saved your previous work, all your progress will be lost. So that is one downside you have to this, to using the Wix website editor. But yeah, like it's pretty easy. Just go up here and click on save, and yeah, you're good to go. Then you have the preview option where you can preview your site, see what your site looks like on desktop and mobile before you go live. Then you can also get feedback where you can, find out what clients and teammates think about their website. You can just, click on this and it's going to send a demo of the website to get feedback from people. Now it can either be emailed to them or something. Then here's the publish option where you can publish your website. Obviously, we're going to do this around the end, so stay tuned. Then you have the site history where you can view and restore your previous versions of your site. So this is also a great thing to have. You can create a new website right from here. Again, if you want to, you have the dashboard option where you can just go straight to your dashboard, manage your businesses, apps, settings, and more. Now, you also have the settings section where you can directly connect a domain if you want to, where you can choose a memorable online address for your business. You can get a mailbox where you can look professional with a personalized email address for your business. You have the upgrade section where you can get a premium plan, limited time offer, where you can upgrade now to save 50% on, their popular plans if you want to. You can get found on Google. Again, this is the SEO, the search engine optimization, where you can boost your site's SEO with Wix's SEO Whiz. Head to your step-by-step plan now. Then you have your favicon, where you can add your icon, look professional with a branded icon next to your page title in the browser. Then you have your business info, where you can set your info, give visitors important info about your business like your address, phone number, and more. Then you have the social share, where you can get up for social, add the image and info you want to show when your site is shared on social networks. You have marketing and integrations, where you can add tools like Google Analytics, Facebook Pixel, and more. Track where your visitors come from and what they do on your website. So you have all that. Then obviously you have different, social, you could say, shares, and, like a lot of more things that come with your website. You have the roles and permissions tab, where you can invite people to work on your site, give them access to edit, manage apps, admin, and more. Then you can also make your site accessible by using the accessibility wizard. Create a more inclusive site for your visitors with a step-by-step guide based on international accessibility standards. You have the mobile friendly tool, where you can keep your site mobile friendly so it's easy to browse on smaller screens. You have image sharpening, where you can sharpen the image on your site with this pro feature, also known as the unsharp mask. You have the privacy and cookies, where you can ensure your site complies with the GDPR and CCPA privacy regulations, basically. Show a custom cookie banner and track visitor consent and data requests. Then you also have the multilingual option, where you can make your site multilingual for, multiple languages. And then finally, you have the error page, which is your for page, where you can create a custom page for a for page, which visitors will see when like a link to your site isn't working or something like that, if your site is down. So that's also a cool thing. Then you have the developer mode, where you can build professional web applications. This obviously involves different APIs and coding. So if you're proficient and good in coding, you can go with this option if you want to. But obviously for now, I'm going to keep that unchecked. I'm not going to go with that. And then at any time or point, if you're like facing difficulty, you can again hire a professional for your website if you want to. And yeah, that's all there is when it comes to the top section. Then obviously you have all these things over here. So let's go and discuss this. So first of all, you have the add element section, okay? Now what is the add element section?
So in the element section, you're going to see all of this, okay? So first of all, you have like elements are basically, you could say, blocks of items that you use to fulfill your page or to give your page a structure. So first of all, the first structure that we give to our page is, the text. And in the text, you can have theme text like headings, and then you have different fonts, okay? You have different types of fonts. Then you can also, have these different types of paragraphs which have collapsible text. So if you click on them, it's going to collapse, or maybe it's going to open in a certain way, but you get the point. Then you have the images tab, okay? Now in the images tab, you have all this stuff like you can upload images if you want to from your computer or your laptop. And you can also import images, or like you can import them from Google or maybe your social accounts, or some place like that. Pretty basic stuff. And then also you can get free illustrations or free Wix images that Wix gives you itself. Then you have the button section, okay? Now the button section is obviously, as we know, these are buttons, and these buttons are something like when someone clicks on them. First of all, they're animated. So as you can see, once someone hovers over them, they're going to change their stance, color. And once someone clicks on them, they're going to be redirected to some certain page. So let's say if someone clicks on register now, they're going to be redirected to the sign up or registration page. So yeah, you get the point. And you can like add a hyperlink to them, and it's pretty cool, pretty basic stuff. And you have tons and tons of different types of buttons. And obviously we know that buttons are essential when it comes to, your website. So yeah, obviously we're going to be using a lot of these throughout our website. Then comes the strips, okay? Now, in the strip section, basically, you're gonna get all of this stuff. Like, you strips are basically these things, like different strips of images. So if I were to add, let's say this strip, I'm gonna click on that, and look at that. It adds a strip across my page. So that's what a strip is. It just like fulfills any empty spaces, or maybe if your page looks too dull. So these are strips that you can add. Then you have the decorative section, and in the decorative section, basically you have all different shapes, lines, the arrows that you can just use to decorate your page to, make your page look more fun, more warm, more attractive, more, addictive. This is what your decorative things do. Just make your page look much more better. Then you have the box section, and basically you can use boxes to enter some type of text in it if you want to. You can use boxes to display some specific type of information if you have any. Then you have the gallery section, and in the gallery section, obviously, we can get all these things like photo galleries, and photo galleries are basically a great feature that a lot of, you could say, great pretty famous e-commerce stores use these features. And if I were to give you an example, let's go in Nike store, okay? So Nike.com. Now here we are. Let me show you what a, good image gallery looks like. So look at this. This is an image gallery. There are like tons and tons of images, all, set it up together. So this is what your image gallery is going to look like, what a basic image gallery basically looks like. So you get the point. This is what it's going to look like, and it looks pretty good. It looks pretty nice. Now, what you're going to do is obviously do this only in the case that you're showcasing something like, maybe an open house where you're going to be showing people that, okay, this is the whole interior of the house. In that case, you can use an image gallery, or if you have an online store, as I showed you, where you have to, show tons of products with the same variations. In that case, you can use an image gallery. But I don't see another use. Like, as you can see, this is not specifically an image gallery. This is just 3 images together. An image gallery is like tons and tons of images together. And they could be, in a slideshow or something like that. So, yeah, you get the point. So that's how you're going to use it. Then obviously you have the menu in Anchor. Now your menu in Anchor is, this stuff over here. It's basically, in a way, your navigation menu. And you can use these to help people navigate around your page. So it's a great thing to have. Then you have your contacts and forms, okay? Now in your contacts and forms, you can see all these contact info. Like you have the contact us form page right here. Then you have the order forms like this. You have different donations form, application forms, request forms, waiver forms, subscribe forms, and like there's tons and tons of different forms over here, which you can obviously use to just get yourself familiarized. And yeah, it's pretty basic and cool stuff. Then you have the video and music section, and in the video and music section, you have different video slideshows that you can basically display if you want to. You have audio slideshows. You have Wix music. You can also like add music to your website, just so like set up the mood for your website, make it look more addictive, more attractive, and the users that's on your website, just make sure they have a good time. Then you have an interactive menu where you have slideshows. So if someone hovers over them, they're gonna have a proper slideshow if they click on it. Like let's say if I were to add that somewhere, let's say if someone just clicks on it, and it's gonna turn into a slideshow. So it's also pretty cool stuff to have in your page. Then obviously you have lists of images and stuff like that. You have embedded codes. You can embed with HTML, embed a site like an external website code if you want to. And then obviously you have your CSS, which is your cascading style sheet. You have different social widgets like, these over here. And obviously these are your socials, and you can just drag and drop them here into the Wix site. And yeah, just put in your socials and you get redirected. And then you also have the payment options. So let's say if I were to add this pay now button over here, people are going to be redirected to the payment shopping page or something like that. Any payment page that I have. Then you have the ads section. Okay. Now in ads section, this is also pretty basic because over here, all these things you see, like this header, this thing over here, this footer, these are all in a way sections, and you add sections to add content in them. So this thing over here, like in this rectangle, this purple line rectangle, this is a section. This over here, again, this is a section. So you just add more sections into your website to just add as much information as you can into this. So that's how you're going to add sections. And you also have, tons and tons of different types of sections that you can add to your website. Pretty great and basic stuff. Then you have the pages and menu tab. Now, the pages and menu is, again, one of the most used options out there, you could say, because in these, it just allows you to add as many pages and menus as you want when it comes to your website. And obviously, no one likes a website with one little, nitty gritty page and stuff like that. So, yeah, this is for your pages, your menu. Add as many as you like. You can also set up navigations. Like, let's say if I were to bring this over here, look at that, it switches both of them. But if I were just to bring that over there, it switches both of them. And to obviously, you can also create a drop down menu. And to create a drop down menu, obviously, you're gonna have to come here, like make it into a sub page. Look at that, it's gonna create a drop down menu in a way. So as you can see, pretty cool stuff. So obviously, to remove that, what you're gonna do is you're gonna obviously make them a main page from a sub page, and here you go. I'm gonna make this one a main page as well, and here we are. Then obviously you have your site design, which is also pretty important because these are all the colors and themes of your website. So again, pretty important. And then you just have the ad apps market, the media market, and the content manager. So yeah, pretty basic stuff. Now, once you have all of that down to, your core, if you know fully what to do now what we're going to do is we're going to get into the nitty gritty of building your website. I'm going to show you how to add pages, like, to your optimization, customize your design, and upload your own images and media. I'll also walk you through how to use Wix's drag and drop interface to create your website structure, including your header, footer, and navigation menu. So, obviously, first of all, we have our header. Now, in the header, obviously, in the template that they already gave us, you're going to already have this stuff. But to edit it, what you can do is you can, double click on it. You can, first of all, change the background of the strip that they have provided you. So let's say I want to change it to that. I know it doesn't match at all, but you get the point. So you can, choose all this stuff if you want to, or you can just click on none. And as you can see, it gets blended with your, all the stuff that you have already. Then what you can do is you can change texts by just double clicking on them. So let's say I'm going to double click on this, change it from buzz through to, let's say, AI tech review. I'm just going to call it that. And then obviously these are all the navigations. So if you double click on them and you're going to click on navigate, what this is going to do is, as we can see, you can set different hyperlinks and navigations if you want to, and accordingly set it for each different text. And yeah, that's pretty much basically how it is. And this is obviously your button that you added from the element setting. And then you can just manage all the settings accordingly around it, however you want it to be. So again, pretty easy and basic stuff. Like, this is just top of the cake stuff. And it's pretty easy, pretty normal to, mess around with all of this. So once you have all of this down to the core, then obviously, as I discussed, the whole section bit. And in the whole section bit, just, choose your elements, add as many things as you like, add as many text files as you like. Now, as we can see, this person added their images. Now, let's say you want to add your own image. So what you're going to do is, let's say you have a blank space over here. You're going to go and add elements. Now, once you go and add elements, you're going to go in image over here. Now, once you're in image, you can either choose Wix's free images, or you can upload your own image. So I'm going to go and upload images. Okay. Now, once you go and upload images, it's going to load up the whole dashboard, and you're going to click on upload from computer and just choose a random photo. So I'm going to choose this one. Okay. Now, once I choose this photo, I'm going to wait for it to load up real quick. And once it basically loads up, here we go. And I'm going to click on add to page. Now, once you click on add to page, it's going to add the photo that you just, added. And then you can set it accordingly and add it with your designs. So I'm just going to add it like this. And once you've added all this, there you go. I'm going to leave it like that. And look at that. Look at, that's how you're going to add pictures for yourself. Then obviously you have all these texts over here, and you can animate them if you want. So let's go in animations. And as you can see, right now it has a float in feature, but you can expand it in if you want to. You can turn it in. You can fly it in. But obviously this is all going to happen when the website is launched, okay? So you can also create AI text, by the way, if you want to. So what's your clothing business type? You could like go with an AI store or something like that. And you can choose your business name. You can choose the text type. What's the type of this text? It could be an about. And once you click on create text, look at this. Discover the power of AI, discover the future, smarter solutions and everything. So you can just click on use text. And as you can see, it basically creates great AI text for you. And it's great stuff. It's great stuff to work around with. And yeah, it's pretty easy. It's pretty basic. And yeah, that's how you're going to design a website for yourself. Pretty easy, right? Pretty basic. And obviously, once you're done with all of that, then what you're going to do is you're going to optimize your website. So don't forget to save whatever you're done. And you're going to click on save and continue. And once you've saved, we're going to go back to our dashboard. Okay. Now, once you're in your dashboard, and once you're, done building your website, what you're going to do is you're going to optimize your website. Now, once your website is up and running, it's time to optimize it for search engines and visitors. So I'll cover the basics of the SEO and show you how to optimize your website's pages and content to rank higher in search engines like Google. I'll also talk about how you can use Wix's built-in analytic tools to track your website's traffic and engagement. So let's go ahead and talk about that. So obviously for this, you're going to go on marketing and SEO. Now, once you go in marketing and SEO, you're going to go to SEO right here specifically. And once you're in SEO, here we can see search engine optimization. Optimize your site for search engines so more people can find you online. Your SEO setup checklist. Get your site ready for online searches by following your step-by-step SEO checklist. Now, you can take the tutorials that they provide you with, or you can just get started. So get your site ready for online searches by following your step-by-step SEO setup checklist. And you also have the site performance, where you can see Google Search Console. Connect to see how many clicks and impressions your site is getting on Google. You have different tools and settings like SEO setup checklist. You're going to have SEO settings. So all you're going to do is you're going to get started at one point, and then it's going to take you through all of the different steps accordingly. So your SEO setup checklist. Complete all checklist tasks to help your site get found in search results. Start your SEO journey to get found on Google. Will help you get a head start with the basics of SEO so you can get found online. Answer 3 questions so we can build your personalized checklist. Complete all checklist tasks to set up your site for search results. Connect and verify with Google so people can start finding you online, and more stuff. So we're just going to click on get started, and here it says what's your business name. Now, once you keep a business name, we're going to click on next. What do you serve for your customers? If you serve your customers face-to-face or within a local area, we'll include this info in your SEO checklist. This will help search engines understand more about your site and help it get found in local search results. So yeah, we know that's also a great thing to have in your website's arsenal, because like if you don't have this setting, trust me, we won't get a lot of viewers or even purchasers into our website. So I'm going to choose this. You're going to need to fill in your address, your location, and everything. And once you're done with all that, there you go. Your SEO journey is going to start and it's going to look great. It's going to look amazing. So that's how you're going to start your SEO journey. Now, once you've obviously started with that, all you're going to do from now on is launch and maintain your website. So now I'll cover everything you need to know about launching your website and keeping it up to date. And I'll walk you through how to connect your domain name, set up your SSL certificate, and go live with your website. I'll also talk about how to maintain your website and keep it secure, including your backup and your data and updating your plugins and themes. So to do that, to basically, upload your website, what you're going to do, you're going to come on Wix over here. And once you come on Wix, what you're going to do is you're going to go to your main dashboard, to your home page basically. And once you're over here, you see these three buttons. You're going to go here. And once you do that, you're going to go and preview your site. And once you obviously preview your site, what you're going to do from there on out is just publish it. And publishing is pretty basic and easy. So we're just going to wait for it to load up real quick. As we can see, we are in the website renderer. Now, do make sure to get a domain with a good SSL certificate, because if it does not have an SSL certificate, then it wouldn't really matter however good or great your website is, because eventually it could or might get hacked. So an SSL certificate is pretty necessary. If you don't know what an SSL certificate is, basically, an SSL certificate is your basic secure sockets layer. In easier words, a standard security technology for establishing an encrypted link between a server and a client. Typically a web server and a browser, or a mail server and a mail client. So it's all of that. Now, what we're going to do is, after all of this is done, you're going to go here, you're going to click on publish. Now once you click on publish, it's going to basically take you live. And here it says, congratulations, your site is published. So here's your site link. You can also go ahead and view your site if you want to. So it's not an option. You do need to optimize your website for mobile views as well. So you make sure you do that as well. And once your website is live, yeah, you're good to go. From there on out, all you're going to do is make sure you go on settings and maintain your website well by setting up a good password, all the security options and everything. And once you're done with all of that, basically, yeah, you're good to go. So then you can also check different advanced features that Wix brings you as well. Basically, you can add dynamic pages, create a membership site, set up online storage for yourself. And you can use the different marketing tools like the email campaigns and stuff to drive traffic to your site, which is great for engaging with your audience basically. And yeah, that's basically most of what there is to when it comes to, you could say, managing and creating your website with Wix. Also make sure to check some tips and tricks online where you can see advanced design features and integrations to help yourself. But yeah, that's about it. With the help of this tutorial, you should be able to create a professional looking website using Wix in no time.
Now, if you want to see builder comparisons between websites, you make sure to go and check out our website, Website World Media, because over there you can see one of the best website building comparisons out there. So yeah, that's about it.
I hope this video was helpful and informative, and if you have any questions or comments, please feel free to leave them below. Thanks for watching, happy website building, and I will see you all next time. Goodbye.